Every developer's worst nightmare? Losing code. Hours of work gone in an instant. Git solves this problem forever. Welcome to Git Foundations, part 1 of our 10-part series that takes you from zero to Git Hero. What is version control? Imagine saving files like report v2 final text. We've all been there. Version control systems track every change, let you undo mistakes, and make collaboration possible. There are two types: centralized, like SVN, where one server holds all the history, and distributed, like Git, where every developer has a complete copy. If the server goes down with centralized VCs, everyone stops working. With distributed VCs, you keep going. Why did Git win? In 2002, the Linux kernel used BitKeeper, a proprietary version control system. In 2005, BitKeeper revoked its free license. Linus Torvalds, the creator of Linux, built Git in roughly 10 days. He designed it to be blazingly fast, fully distributed, with cheap branching and data integrity through SHA-1 hashing. Git takes snapshots of your entire project, not just diffs of individual files. When GitHub launched in 2008, Git became the universal standard for developers worldwide. After installing Git, you need to configure it. Git config works at 3 levels that cascade. System level applies to all users. Global level applies to your account. Local level applies to one repository. Local overrides global, and global overrides system. The essential commands are: set your name with git config global username. Set your email with git config global user email. Set the default branch to main. Configure your preferred editor, and set core autocurl for line ending handling. These settings live in specific files, etc gitconfig for system, ~, gitconfig for global, and -- gitconfig for local repository settings. Time to create your first repository. Run dir my project, cd into it, and run git init. This creates a hidden Git directory that is your repository. Everything Git tracks lives in there. Alternatively, Git clone downloads an existing remote repository with its full history. There are 2 types of repositories. Non-bare repos have a working directory plus .git, which is what you use for development. Bare repos contain only the .git contents with no working directory. These are used on servers like GitHub and GitLab. This is the most important concept in Git, the 3 areas. Your working directory contains the actual files on disk. The staging area, also called the index, holds what will go into your next commit. And the repository inside .git stores your permanent history as snapshots. The flow is: you edit files in the working directory, use git add to move changes to staging, then git commit save staging to the repository. Why does the staging area exist? It lets you craft surgical commits. You can stage only the changes that belong together, even from different files. The staging area is a feature, not a burden. Run git status anytime to see which files are in which area. Let's master git add and commit. Git add file stages a specific file. Git add .stages all changes in the current directory. Git add -a stages everything, including deletions. And git add -p enters interactive patch mode, letting you stage individual chunks of a file for truly surgical commits. For committing, git commit opens your editor. Git commit -m lets you write inline messages. Git commit -m combines add and commit, but here's a quirk. It only works on tracked files. New untracked files get skipped. Git commit amend modifies your last commit. Good commit messages follow the 50-72 rule. Subject line under 50 characters, body wrapped at 72. Use imperative mood. Add feature not added feature. A good message reads add user authentication middleware. A bad one reads fix some stuff and updated things. One more quirk. In old Git versions, git add did not stage file deletions. Use git add -a to catch everything. Git log is your time machine through project history. The most useful combo is Git log online graph all, which gives you a compact visual branch history. Add stat to see file level change summaries, or patch to see actual code diffs. For filtering, use author to search by developer, since for date ranges, and grep to search commit messages. The pickaxe flag -s finds when a specific string was added or removed. -g does the same with regex patterns. Custom formats with pretty equals format let you build exactly the output you need. And git short log -sn gives commit counts by author. One teaser. Git reflog is like git log on steroids. It shows all local history, even commits you thought were lost. But that's coming in part 4 when we cover undoing things. Let's recap Git foundations. Version control saves your code and your sanity. Git is distributed, meaning every clone is a complete backup of the repository. The 3 areas, working directory, staging, and repository, are the mental model you need. Commit often and commit well, following the 50-72 rule. And Git log is your time machine for exploring history. Next up in part 2, branching and merging. We'll cover branches, merge, conflicts, rebase, interactive rebase, and cherry pick. See you there!